they've used them at 45 cycles, and the cycle threshold values were between 20 and 45, which was the case for the samples taken from the affected property.
Okay. What will that show? Will that inevitably show something?
Almost inevitably. The 45 cycles is very high, and what you're doing, you're heating and cooling the sample. And each time you do that, the primers, the chemicals in the PCR mixture, they cause DNA, if it's there, if it's target DNA, to replicate. So the more times you do it, the more likely you are to get very, very tiny traces of it amplifying, but also the more likely you are to amplify the wrong bit of DNA and have that show up. So the more you do it, the more likely you are to have a false positive sample. So what they should do is tell you the number of cycles of the actual positive results. If they were all 20, 25, then that's probably a significant viremia in the birds. If they're all 40, 45, then you would think, is this just some background contamination or something? So Jodie mentioned they don't actually say how many birds in that report. It's surprising that they were not more systematic in how many birds they actually tested to get an idea of what percentage of that flock was testing positive.
Why wouldn't they be that systematic, do you think?
Well, I mean, chickens can't give names. I can see they all look pretty similar, but you should be able to label samples from when you take them and follow that chain so that you know which chicken gave which samples and how many samples were taken from individual chickens. So this is a sort of technical thing, but it's important because if you're going to kill a couple of 100,000 birds and put farms and industries at risk, you need to be really careful and systematic in the way you're doing it. And you need to be, as Jodie said, really transparent. So it's not saying that there wasn't bird flu there. There almost certainly was from those results. But it also suggests that it wasn't highly pathogenic, that not that many birds probably died out of the flock. But it's not systematically done enough to actually know.